Hey Betty, how are you? Daphne here again, obviously. Here we go. Next essays. These days, problems with pollution are becoming worse, particularly in large cities. What are the reasons and how can this be solved? This is a nice essay, good title, lots of great vocabulary to put into this, and give reasons and include any examples. Okay. Recently, a sharp increase in pollution, uh, for example, mm, let's just get this a little bit more academic. Recently, pollution. So recently, okay, air, water, and noise pollution has been on the increase, especially in metro areas with larger populations. Okay, so I'm just tidying it up. We don't need to repeat pollution 3 times. Okay, and especially in metropolitan areas with large population numbers. Okay, sorry, has been, that should be, that's my correction, that shouldn't be highlighted. Okay, I hope that you understand that, Betty. I hope that's okay. Yeah, just tidy that up a bit. In this essay, I will discuss possible causes and how these effects could be countered. So let's not have how these damaging effects could be countered. Okay, nice intro. Otherwise, that's fine. You might give me a little bit more, maybe because here. Let's have because of larger population numbers. You could say maybe here and traffic. Something, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, telling me why. Now, all living beings are responsible for pollution to some extent, and the level of pollution is directly proportional to the number of inhabitants in a certain area. Good. Because, so give me a reason. The more citizens there are, the higher the levels of pollution will be. Okay, good. A major cause of air pollution is CO2 emissions from cars, particularly so tell me where, particularly in areas with high density population where thousands of people drive to and from work daily. Smaller towns, where people live closer to their place of work, travel. We don't know that for a fact. We go may commute. This is it, so we're not using the same word, travel again. May commute less, yeah, and may not be subjected to such large traffic jams and damaged air quality. This is the sort of sentence we want to be aiming for, Betty, okay? So keeping this very academic, which is sort of higher level than talking about not stuck in traffic congestion. Okay, so we'll lose that, as opposed to, it's like this, OPPOS, opposed to larger cities, which is why rural towns are responsible for less damage or more limited damage in their immediate environment. Good. Okay, really nice. I like that example you're using there. Now, possible solution. Okay, so possible solutions may be, so you really, really want these words here. May, might, or could be to eliminate the large amounts of daily commuting cars and rely more on or invest in. So rely on or invest in better public transport like trains and buses, as well as, this is another solution, as well as encouraging investing in campaigns for awareness. Good. Okay, that's two. So you've given me one problem and two solutions. That's nice. Okay, good. Another cause for major concern is factories. Okay. You can say another cause for concern, but you could also say, additionally, yeah, many environmental experts argue that, so we could change this around a little bit here, factories and industries in urban areas rather than metro also are also key contributors to about 78% of the world's '(S) pollution, according to a recent survey. Good. Okay. Larger companies tend to cut costs by not complying with the most pollutant reduction laws and policies. Most pollutant recent. Okay, an example of this. Sorry, I've used recent, so let's just get an example of this. Could be seen in Eskom in South Africa, who recently made headlines because of their cost-saving costs. You can't have cost-saving costs. Cost-saving policy, which has polluted the air in a small umbrella so badly it hath helped. I don't know what you mean by small umbrella. Not sure what you mean by that, but this is good. It had health implications for the local communities. Companies, so again here, this is your next solution to avoid or limit this environmental and health damage, companies should be taxed heavily. Good. And government should implement strict policies on restricting any type of pollution. Okay, well done. They should, or additionally, or furthermore, use these connecting words. Okay, they could maybe here also form committees who are solely responsible for the regulation and implementation of these laws and make sure corporations who, or okay, that is right, are not abiding by the rules be held. You don't need to, just put be held responsible and punished accordingly. Okay. Very nice suggestions here. You're writing really, really well. It is a difficult topic, but you're doing great here. In conclusion, pollution is a global problem that will affect us all. Therefore, connect this together. Establishments and individuals should be aware, as it is, should be aware of their individual and corporate and individual and collective responsibility to minimize damage done to our immediate surroundings by being aware of what our daily routine does to the environment. Whoa, good one, Betty. This is your best so far by miles. You've really gone for it here. It's very ambitious. You've done very well. There's some few corrections in there, obviously, but that is a good task. Okay, this one, car sales. Yep. Here we go. Now, the stacked bar graph, okay, represents by the use of different colour. You don't need that. But it's fine, but you don't need it. The number of purchases of 3 different vehicle makes in 9 individual countries for the 12 months of 2018. The European country with the most sales, good, nice superlative, for this year was the residents of Hungary. Now, the country with the most sales can't be the people. The country was Hungary. Yeah? Where residents, and you can have it this way. And then bought. I just want the past simple, don't need past perfect here, just bought almost 400,000. You need to write it like this with a comma. 1,000 motor cars. It's not a surplus, rather, it's an increase. Surplus is too many. An increase of almost 80,000 vehicles compared to France. Now, if you want France where place or French people who bought about 310,000 vehicles over the same time period. Hungarians also showed the retailing numbers of all three makes distributed overall among Hungarians. Maybe sorry, the Hungarian so showed all three brands were distributed. Here you'd have to have were because it's a passive, were distributed the most equally. Belgians, you don't need the Belgians, but Belgians, N. A-N, Belgians. Sorry, yeah, cut that. Belgians bought approximately the same amount of Fords as Ireland, which was about 80,000. But in total, Belgian car purchases were, so I've got a plural here, ranked last. Okay, ranked last in total amount of cars purchased. Yep, very nice. Good stuff here, Betty. This is looking good. Popularity of BMW was past tense, the most stable among all the countries, ranging from 80,000 to 120,000. So put those commas in for me. For all except the already mentioned approximately 5,000 in Belgium. Good. While the attractiveness of buying Audi and Ford seemed equally erratic, with fluctuation about that. Yeah. While I think you need to have an overall, because you're talking about all of them. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Well done. You've done that very, very nicely. It's a good task. I'm going to send you a link. You've done great, Betty. Really, really hard work. Fantastically good. Great stuff.